What's up, guys? Aaron here, and happy Call of Duty Day officially, unless you guys did like the day zero thing. I know a lot of you guys did that I was talking to. I personally didn't do it on my personal agenda because I think it only offered like 2 new guns and some extra XP and stuff. I could wait a day, and I did wait a day, and I'm saving it for later, but so far so good. So far so awesome, actually. And something I want to say, good job out there to Call of Duty. Way to turn things around a bit. I saw a lot of people out there giving this game like between 8s and 9s, and that's really good, especially with kind of the reaction that happened with Ghosts and things we're doing. So while this is doing well, and the game is pretty darn amazing, I will say, but I don't want to talk about it right now because we're going to save it. So for now, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Evolve. Now, I personally was doing the PS4 version, which you guys know there was some major problems. The game was supposed to come out. The alpha, by the way, I need to mention that. The alpha was supposed to be out on Friday, and it didn't come out until last night, yesterday, depending on where you live. And it was frustrating, but now that it's here, what did I think of it? Turtle Rock Studios, by the way, is the company that put out this game. And, well, the first thing I noticed, and you guys probably noticed too, is the loading times. The loading times took forever. It was kind of killing me. I have friends who waited like 27 minutes. Our editor said she waited 2 hours to get into one match because she was constantly being booted out. Now, but besides that, the game is awesome. You get to play between 4 different types of people. You know, you can play as a medic, an engineer, or a tank, as you want to call it, and an assault. Also, you can choose a monster if you want, but I don't recommend choosing the monster because if you do, you might get stuck waiting to load for like 2 hours. That's when our editor Felix said she was waiting. But it's really cool otherwise, and you have to search around. It's 4v1, so you're 4 regular people, if you want to call them regular. They're pretty wild looking. Go chase the monster. Now that's one of the main problems I did have with the game is chasing around. If you get to play with the trapper like I did, which I actually loved, which is my favorite, you actually have a little dog slash iguana looking thing named Daisy that runs around and shows you kind of where the monster is. You have to follow the foot tracks of the monster and kill the monster before it keeps evolving and wins. And it was sometimes quite a battle to get to the monster. Sometimes I waited around for like 10 minutes before we actually got to shoot anybody, so it was interesting. And the medic, I would say, is probably the worst character. I'd say Trapper is my favorite right now. The medic, you kind of have to help everybody, which makes sense because you're a medic, but you're almost forced to help the people. I know in games like Battlefield, you're not so much forced to do it. You can choose. You have a cool weapon, a badass weapon where you can kill the enemies, and you can also help on the side. On this one, I feel like all you needed to do is really help, and you don't really have any useful weapons except some sniper thing where basically all you get to do with it is really make hit markers where they get more damage done on the monster that your people shoot with. But otherwise, it actually looks a lot like Left 4 Dead. If somebody handed me this and told me, hey, this is an extended DLC and I never heard of Evolve, I would think it was like Left 4 Dead, and I actually would believe you that this was just an extension of it. But that's not a bad thing. Left 4 Dead is an amazing series. I did think this game, because I didn't get to go to E3 and play, I thought it was going to be more like the realistic feeling, but it's definitely more of like the fun first-person shooter game. And I will say that is actually a good thing because sometimes FPS games get dull and get dreary. This one definitely brought some fun back into the mix. And the last thing that I wanted to say is remember, this is just alpha, so there is still a lot to go. We got beta coming, then we got real. And the game, I will say, is super fun, a super blast no matter what. Just some things to fix, buggy stuff. Like I said, this is alpha, and I think the game is going to be super promising. I had a blast playing it, and I can only imagine what it would be like playing this with your actual friends and not random people online. So Evolve has some evolving to do, haha, before they get there. Huh, I felt an earthquake right now. There was an earthquake. Too much Call of Duty playing going on at the LAN, at the servers upstairs. Okay, so, but the last thing, I actually got a chance to talk with my buddy Chris Newman a little earlier about Destiny and the DLC that's coming out with all these FPS games today. Why not talk about another one? We kind of went through our thoughts on what the DLC is going to offer as the Dark Below and if we're excited or whatnot. So let's look at it right now. I'm going over there, that desk. You can't see it, but I'm going. All right, Aaron Stapish here, the one you've been waiting for today. But I'm here with a friend of mine, and yes, I mean a friend, Chris Newman. Introduce yourself.
Hello guys, my name is Chris Newman. I am Aaron's Destiny brother.
We are brothers, and we will say we actually, he's always been a cool friend of mine just through like the internet, and recently we got in touch playing Destiny, and we ended up playing literally 24/7, 8 hours a day for about a month and a half. And we just got to recently meet in Portland. How was that meeting each other? Did we embrace each other?
We hugged. It was the definite bro hug of bro hugs. It was outstanding. Portland was amazing for me.
Might I say you're very warm.
You were very sweaty, but you know what? I liked it.
Thank you, me too. But what we're here to talk about in a little more detail is the DLC that's coming out December 9th, which is the Dark Below for Destiny. And just from two people that have played a lot, just we want to kind of give our opinions and thoughts on some of the stuff that's promised and if there's anything we think they need to give us that they haven't. But one of the first things, Chris, I will start off with one of them. New weapons, armor, and gear to earn, including legendary and exotic items. Do you think we need more?
It's kind of hard to say because, I mean, the game has only been out for, what, roughly 2 months. Yep. New armor and gear, I guess it would be nice because some of the weapons are not that well put together. Like Bad Juju, for instance, is not that worth it. And
it's like the notorious gun that everybody loves to hate. I personally never got the gun, but anytime I hear someone complaining, they're like, oh, I got Bad Juju. So.
Yeah. It's like one of the first guns you get, and then you realize it's terrible, and then you just feel really bad because you put all this time into it and then you get nothing for it because it's not that good. But then you put a gun like Thorn or the Interceptor, the shotgun, those are like 2 guns I run every day. So like those, it's hard to say. I mean, for people that have all the exotic weapons already, I think that's great. But I mean, even for my characters, I have almost all the exotics just for every character, just by the Stranger. So I guess it could work out if we have new ones. But right now, I guess I don't really feel that we need them.
Yeah, and it makes it hard to be like super stoked on it too because it's like it's a game where you can buy them from certain people, but it's not always guaranteed anyway. So it's like half of the new guns that are out, we might be like, oh, we never even got to see it anyway, you know. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, like, how long did you go without actually seeing any exotic weapons? And did you even get any exotic bounty weapons? Because I got roughly 5, and 2 of those were the same gun.
Well, that is one of those games where you face palm yourself half the time you're playing because it's a long journey. It's a Destiny. Do you have any points or do you want me to jump into one, Chris? Anything you wanted to say?
The few things that I want to talk about is just what the overall DLC comes with.
Got it.
I mean, for a $20 price tag, you only get new story missions, but they didn't really list how many. Or you get 3 new maps for multiplayer, 1 new raid, which is awesome, and then 2 strikes for the PlayStation 4, but 1 if you're on the Xbox One, which could be a problem for most people if you think about it, because like the Xbox 360 and Xbox One only gets 1 more strike. Well, we already have 1 on top of that. So it just feels like for $20, do you feel that it's good, like a good chunk of money for it?
That's a good question. It's hard too with a lot of things that get announced right now is a big time for like DLC in the world with the holidays and stuff, and even games that don't need it, like weird example, but like Mario Kart 8, it's like, oh, it's $7.99 and look how much I get all these characters and all these things. So it's kind of hard because $20 is kind of steep of a price, especially for when a game costs $60 and you know there's going to be more DLC coming up soon. Like you said, 1 new raid. I thought I heard word of like 3 raids back in the day. But
I heard 3 raids coming out, but I guess they're going to span that off across. It's cool that it's part of the Hive. So, I mean, the Hive is going to be a really good raid. I feel that's going to be really cool. But at the same time, it's just like 1 or 2 strikes, depending on what system you have, and then 3 multiplayer maps. They didn't beef it. I feel as if it could have been a little bit beefier for me.
Absolutely. My thing, too, is I feel like 3 new maps for co-op is cool, but I like co-op a lot. I like on PvP, you know, in the Crucible. I want a lot of maps in there because I feel like Destiny is one of those games that for some reason, I play a lot of PvP games that are first-person shooter games online, and this is the one of the games that I feel like I always get the same maps over and over. Yeah. I feel like there's not a lot of circulation. There's times where I go by where I do the same map like 4 times in a row, and I'm like, huh? I don't know if it's the game is not spreading them out thin enough, but it doesn't feel like there's enough.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've played Exodus Blue like 5 times in a row, and I didn't play anything else. So, I mean, I hope that they have a pack or like a patch where it allows you to play the 3 new maps only, like in circulation, and not just throw them in together so that you maybe get the chance of playing new maps that you just got.
That's true. I remember back in the day, like when you would get like a Call of Duty DLC and like it'd put you in a room with random people and you get put in and you didn't get the DLC yet and you're like, all right, I waited 5 minutes, and it's like, you're kicked out, you don't have the new map. It's like, well, they should have figured that out and not made me wait all this time.
Exactly. They should have definitely put a Crucible playlist together of just the DLC maps. I mean, that would be most beneficial for everyone if you do it that way, in my opinion.
Another question, one of my last questions. What's your favorite map? I just want to know. What's your favorite map, Chris?
Just because I play it all the time, Exodus Blue.
I used to hate the Bastion level, the Mars one, but I love it now. I used to scream.
Like it.
Until I got a good sniper rifle. I got the final boss fully maxed out, and I was like, there we go, I can play it. But yeah, it does come out, like we said, December 9th, and you can do 2 of them for $35 or 1 for $20 each. Are you going to be getting it? Last question, are you going to get it? You're going to get it.
Yes, I already have it purchased. I actually bought the 2 DLC bundle deal, so that'll allow me to have both of them when they come out.
Yep.
It was around 35 bucks.
Yep,
I
35.
did it because it saves money in the long run.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a better deal if you buy them bundled than individually.
And last thing, I notice you are partaking in an early No Shave November with me. Let's do this together, Chris.
Oh yeah, I'm doing the No Shave November. Shaving it off tomorrow for the Halloween costume, and then November, whole month. So I'll be posting it on my Facebook.
Full throttle, full mustache. But Chris, thank you for coming to talk with me. It's so nice. Can we hug right now?
Yeah, we're hugging.
Put your arms out. I know you can't. Oh wow, that was a good embrace.
There.
That's it for us, you guys. We just wanted to say that we are looking forward, as Destiny guys. I know there's mixed world out there. People love it, people hate it, but we like it and we want the new DLC. I'm definitely going to get it. So that's it. But you guys, I'm Aaron Stapish, and you are
Chris Newman, guys.
And we'll talk to you guys again here soon at the Grid Gaming. Chris, bow with me. We're bowing. I'm bowing. Adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Aaron.
Bye. Oh,
Bow.
Chris, no bow. Oh,
bow. I bow.
Okay.